Vettel and Ricciardo at the Red Bull Formula Nurburgring event. Legendary motorsport icons are anticipated to grace the Eifel region at the Red Bull Formula Nurburgring event, scheduled for September 9th as part of the Nurburgring 12 Hours Weekend, the centerpiece event of the Nurburgring Endurance Series. The event promises captivating exhibition runs, the opportunity to interact with renowned celebrities, and the spectacle of Formula One vehicles speeding on the longest racetrack globally. It is announced that four-time world champion Sebastian Vettel will participate. The German will drive RB7, the car with which he won the 2011 F1 World Championship. His former teammate from Red Bull, Daniel Ricciardo, will also take part. We don't have the opportunity to see those two during racing weekends anymore, so we look forward to at least watching them driving show runs. Before we proceed, hit the subscribe button and smash the bell icon for more exciting updates. We're sure you remember Red Bull's dominance and winning 4 consecutive championships with Sebastian Vettel. While the team is on a similar path again, this time with Max Verstappen, Vettel is not a part of the Formula One circus anymore. He retired at the end of the last season after 16 years in Formula One, and there are lots of fans who miss him. Some still hope that he will return, but there's nothing to support these hopes. Vettel had his best years in Formula One with Red Bull. He's been struggling in Ferrari and even more in Aston Martin, which has a solid car this year. But while Vettel was part of the team, that was not the case. That's why his fans were glad to hear that the German will participate in the Red Bull Formula Nurburgring Festival. They're going to see him drive the 2011 championship-winning car and remember the times when Vettel and Red Bull were flying on F1 circuits. Seb is excited about the event too. On Instagram, he shared a message in German expressing his excitement at returning to race around the so-called Green Hell. The upcoming show in a Class F1 vehicle is not Vettel's initial endeavor of this kind. During the previous year's British Grand Prix, he took a lap around Silverstone in Nigel Mansell's victorious 1992 championship car, utilizing environmentally friendly fuels. However, this time he will drive the car with which he won so many races and the F1 championship, not Mansell or anyone else. The RB7 was a dominant force in 2011. That car won 18 pole positions and 12 Grand Prix wins throughout the season with 19 races in total. Driving it again will certainly be a highly emotional experience for Seb. Also, he will again have a chance to draw people's attention to ecology. Like Mansell's car, the RB7 is also being converted to be environmentally friendly with a special feature that will enable it to run on e-fuels, especially for this event. We all know that Seb is devoted to raising awareness of global warming and other ecology issues. Remember when he stayed after the race to clean the Silverstone grandstands 2 years ago? Or last year in Miami when he wore a t-shirt that said, "Miami 2060, first Grand Prix underwater. Act now or swim later." We're sure he's going to enjoy this same old and yet new Hungry Heidi, as he called RB7. "Motorsport is my passion," Vettel said. "It's vital to me to demonstrate that racing cars can perform equally well and rapidly on synthetic, such as CO2 neutral fuel. This is no longer a future concept, it is happening right now." It is also the first time he'll be behind the wheel of a Red Bull car since he left the team at the end of 2014. People will also see one more driver that many F1 fans miss on the grid. Although Daniel Ricciardo is, unlike Vettel, still in Formula One, he has a role of a reserve driver. The Australian is one of the drivers that fans really love to watch on the track. While we are all waiting to see if the Australian is coming back to F1 racing, we can enjoy his show run in RB8, another Red Bull Championship winning car designed by Adrian Newey. Everything will be even more exciting because it will happen on the Nürburgring Nordschleife circuit. It is uncommon to see a Formula One car on the Nordschleife, with the last instance taking place in 2013 when Michael Schumacher conducted a demonstration run in a Mercedes shortly after the Nürburgring 24-hour race. Before that, Nick Heidfeld had an F1 run around there when he drove a BMW Sauber in 2007. Red Bull anticipates an attendance of more than 30,000 spectators. Max Verstappen also wanted to participate in this spectacular event, however, he was not allowed to do that. He knew that I would try and go to the limits. I would love to do it, said Verstappen, commenting on Helmut Marko's decision not to allow Max to take part in the show. Although it would be nice to see him too, we watch Max during every F1 racing weekend, so he can miss this one and let his older colleagues entertain their loyal fans and other motorsport enthusiasts. More drivers and sites will be announced later, but Vettel and Ricciardo already caused a huge interest in Red Bull's event at Nürburgring among F1 fans. Although Max Verstappen, who chases down his third consecutive world title, may become as successful with Red Bull as Vettel was, or even outstrip him, the German is still the team's most successful driver. One of the highlights of the event will definitely be Vettel's demonstration run. Ricciardo hasn't had that much success with Red Bull or any other team, but he was certainly one of the most loved drivers among Formula One fans who enjoyed his racing skills on track and jokes off track. The event at Nürburgring is being advertised as a chance for fans to interact with their favorite drivers, and former teammates Vettel and Ricciardo are unarguably among fans' favorites. Thank you very much for watching the video. If you enjoyed the video, subscribe to the channel to get more exciting Formula One news. See you guys in the next video. Goodbye.